Hey everybody, this is the Beware reading for your sign for this month. I'll do 3 spreads. What you need to be aware of this month spread, the advice spread, and the next good thing that will happen to you this month that will at least put a smile on your face spread. Please like, share, and subscribe. Let's begin. Hi Virgo, here's spread number 1, the Beware spread. We have the King of Swords, we have the Ten of Wands, we have the Knight of Wands clarified by the Ace of Wands and Strength, and we also have the Seven of Wands on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with an air sign, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. You could also be dealing with a fire sign, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. Well, this feels new, Virgo, in terms of this King of Swords. Could be a new person showing up in your life at some point in December. Right, so you'll have your eye on this person, you'll have hopes for this person, but another person will also have their eye on you, and they will fight for this King of Swords full and undivided attention. For very few of you, the King of Swords could be somebody who is already in your life, right? In that case, there could be somebody coming in, trying to seduce them, trying to lure them in, trying to steal them from you. Right, so it's going to be a test, and I do see this person coming in being very aggressive about it, right? So yeah, let's talk about this real quick. The King of Swords, the first card that came out is probably an air sign, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, right? Then we have the Ten of Wands right next to him. The Ten of Wands is a card of a burden. This is a card of a responsibility. This is a card of just kind of struggling a little bit. Then we have the Knight of Wands clarified by the Ace of Wands and Strength, and we also have the Seven of Wands on the bottom of the deck. I believe all Wands cards, including Strength, is the energy of the person coming in, the Knight of Wands. It could be a fire sign, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, or this is a challenger. This is a challenger for you, Virgo. I don't know if you're going to care, right? Especially if you don't know this person just yet, but this person is going to try really hard to get this King of Swords full and undivided attention, and they'll most likely do it through lust, passion. The Knight of Wands often comes through as somebody who's a playboy, playgirl kind of a character, somebody who is hot and cold out of one's life. So this person, this King of Swords could already know this person, right? And perhaps you will be starting talking to this King of Swords, and they'll get jealous, and they'll want their King of Swords back. And like I said, they will try really hard. I believe the Ten of Wands is the energy of the Knight of Wands. They will pull all the stops to get this King of Swords back, or to get them, right? The Knight of Wands is clarified by the Ace of Wands and Strength. You see how the Knight of Wands is holding up a wand, and that's exactly the one we see in the Ace of Wands. The Ace of Wands and the Knight of Wands are all about passion, it's all about lust, it's all about seducing someone. Then we also have Strength clarifying the Knight of Wands with the Ace of Wands. It could be a Leo, right? Strength is a personal Leo card, but Strength every once in a while comes through as pure, raw passion. And the Seven of Wands on the bottom of the deck all the way here, right? This Knight of Wands believe that this King of Swords belongs to them. So with the Seven of Wands, they're going to stand their ground. They will defend this connection between them and the King of Swords. Or if this is somebody brand new in their life as well, just like in yours, they will, pull all the tricks, pull all the aces out of their sleeve. Like I said, I don't know if you're going to care, but the cards came out, so you should beware of this situation. If this is somebody brand new, and if this King of Swords is somebody brand new in your life and you don't really care, then sure, so be it. But what you should be aware of is that if you do get involved with the King of Swords, there will be somebody coming in trying to steal this King of Swords away from you, or trying to get them back. So yeah, let's take a look at the advice spread real quick. Here's the advice spread for you, Virgo. This is from your perspective. This is what you need to do, or at least take into consideration. We have the Eight of Wands, we have the Ten of Cups, we have the Five of Swords, and we also have the Knight of Swords on the bottom of the deck. The advice for you, Virgo, is to fight for this person. Like I said, if this is somebody brand new, if you haven't met this person, I can totally see how you don't care at this point. Or if this is somebody who already exists in your life, then yeah, the advice for you, the word of wisdom for you is to fight for this person, because there's a bright future. There's a huge potential between you and them. I don't think this person, this King of Swords, is a cheater. Right? I don't think this person will be looking at that Knight of Wands, at that challenger, somebody they could spend some time together one-on-one, if you know what I mean. It's this Knight of Wands, this person, this challenger, it kind of feels like they're professional at this, you know. They know all the right things to say, they know all the right things to do, they know all the buttons to push, not just of this particular King of Swords, but in general, right? And perhaps it's just hurting their ego, perhaps it's just their self-awareness is. That person, the Knight of Wands, has an issue with rejection, and the Knight of Wands, that person is used to getting what they want. It's like sports for them. That's the vibe I'm picking up, and that's why they'll be trying really hard to win that King of Swords, or to win them back. But this spread right here, the advice spread, says you need to fight for this person, for this King of Swords. All right? Basically, you do need to act. The Eight of Wands, the first card that came out, this is a card of communication. This is actually one of the fastest cards in the deck, so you'll have to act quickly. Then we have the Ten of Cups. The Ten of Cups is a card of a family. This is a card of a commitment. This is the happily ever after card, and I think this is what you either have with this King of Swords right now, or this is the potential. If you sort of protect and defend this situation, then in the future you could have a family, you can have your happily ever after with this King of Swords, right? We have the Five of Swords and the Knight of Swords to the right, and I think that's what you need to do. The Five of Swords is a card of a fight, and actually it's a card of a win at any cost, right? And then we also have the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords is, out of all four knights, the Knight of Swords is the one that tends to get into a fight. You see how this Knight of Swords is pictured. This person is charging ahead, they've got their sword out, they're ready to strike, and they look pissed off. So basically the Knight of Swords is a card of rage. I'm not saying you should get enraged, but with the Knight of Swords you need to protect what you believe is yours, especially with the Five of Swords being there as well. Alright, yeah, an interesting turn of events, Virgo. So you need to defend it. And like I said, I don't think that King of Swords is a bad person. There is something really wrong with that person who is coming in, the one we saw with the Knight of Wands energy. That person is definitely up to no good. Alright, so we're moving on to spread number 3. Spread number 3 is the next good thing that'll happen to you in December, and it could be applicable to you or another group of Virgos. Virgo, here's spread number 3. This is the next good thing that'll happen to you, that'll at least put a smile on your face. We have the Knight of Wands clarified by the Three of Swords. We have the Five of Wands. We have the Ace of Swords, and we also have the Six of Wands on the bottom of the deck. Wow, this is a different deck, by the way. I use different decks for different spreads, but the story repeats itself. And since this is the next good thing that'll happen to you, Virgo, I do see you being the winner here. You're going to stand your ground, you're going to defend your future together with that King of Swords. And again, as I already mentioned during the second spread, there's nothing wrong with the King of Swords. It's just something is, this Knight of Wands, whoever this person is, they've got issues. They've got major issues. Perhaps it's that Kings of Swords X, as I already also mentioned, and they just can't let them go, and they'll try really hard to get them back because they're jealous, because they've got major issues. But the good news, like I said, you're going to be the winner here, right? The Six of Wands on the bottom of the deck is a card of victory. I think that's your energy, because this is the next good thing that'll happen to you, Virgo, right? And the Knight of Wands is clarified by the Three of Swords. The Three of Swords is a card of a broken heart. So basically, this Knight of Swords is going to fail, and they will just have to crawl back with the tail between their legs back to where they came from. The Five of Wands in the middle, this is a card of a fight, right? This is a card of you standing the ground. And the Ace of Swords, right next to the deck, this is you cutting this person out of this life, out of your life, together with the King of Swords. And perhaps the Ace of Swords is also that Kings of Swords indicator. Once they understand what this Knight of Wands is up to, they will also react, they will also defend this connection, because I think the King of Swords will quickly realize that this Knight of Wands is up to no good. So the Ace of Swords could be the King of Swords also acting, also reacting, and basically cutting this Knight of Wands out of their life together with you. Yeah, so I don't know who this Knight of Wands is. It could play out in so many different ways, right? But this is going to be a test for you and this King of Swords, and you know, you're going to pass it. You're going to pass it with flying colors. All right, so that's what I got for you, Virgo, for this reading. If this video resonates with you, please like it. Please also share and subscribe. And other than that, Virgo, have an amazing December. And there you have it. I hope my readings resonated with you, and if they did, I hope they make your lives better in one way or the other. Please share and subscribe and hit the bell to get notified. Thank you for watching.